The round's ninth hour, the incarnation of the eternal Word. I fuse myself in your holy will, and I begin. My sovereign Mother, I don't want to be without you, as I am incapable of doing anything on my own. May you unite all of your divine acts with mine, whereby they may become one, and we may together implore God to hasten on earth the kingdom of his divine will. Now, in the same divine fiat that you possess, I contemplate the moment of the conception of the Word of God in your maternal womb. Within your maternal womb, I enliven all the acts I have accomplished within it, along with my continual I love you and my little sorrows, so that when you conceive the Son of God, I may administer to him my acts along with yours, and conceive him along with you. And by virtue of his great love that caused him to descend from heaven into the small prison of your womb, I entreat him to hasten on earth the kingdom of the divine will. My tender Mother, I enclose myself within your womb to be with my little Jesus, to keep him company in his loneliness, to behold every one of his sorrows, and to impress upon them my I love you, I bless you, and I thank you. I see that my little infant Jesus begins to suffer as many agonies and deaths as there are rejections of his divine will on the part of souls. Through such rejections, souls deprive Jesus of the life his will seeks to impart to them, whereby it undergoes a death. And you, my Jesus, immediately wish to take upon yourself all of these deaths to offer satisfaction to the supreme will of the Most Holy Trinity. Oh, Jesus, you are now in the act of undergoing a death. My heart is crushed in seeing you so small and agonizing. So, my tender little child, I desire to offer you the divine fiat for as many lives as there are souls that choose to reject it. I desire to give death to my human will for as many times as there are souls who live according to their human will. I desire to make your divine will that you infuse in me, one with you, as it flows within your small humanity, so that the agony and the pains of death that you endure may be less excruciating. And with your own divine will, I entreat you, may the life of your divine fiat flow within all souls. Oh, my sweet love, how many sorrows you endure in the womb of our Holy Queen Mother. There you remain motionless, for you haven't the slightest room to move, so much as one finger or one of your little feet. You have neither the slightest space to open your beautiful eyes, nor the least glimmer of light. But in this narrow prison of your mother's womb, there is only thick darkness. All this makes me understand the many sorrows you endure, how souls have reduced your adorable will to inoperability, how souls who choose to turn a blind eye to your will can neither comprehend nor understand it, how souls who choose to operate without your will operate in thick darkness. My beloved little Jesus, I bring the life of your will into this narrow prison that constitutes your first dwelling place on earth, in order to dispel the thick darkness in which you abide and herald in the light of day. I impress my kiss and my I love you upon your tender limbs, confined to immobility, and ask you through the merits of your sorrows to make your divine will operate in souls with its light, dispel the night of the human will, and form the perpetual day of your fiat. Beloved infant Jesus, if you do not allow yourself to be conquered by my supplications while you are yet a tiny child, and do not grant me the kingdom of your divine will, then tell me, when will you do so? My beloved child Jesus, don't you know that my soul desires to conquer you with your own love and with the power and strength of your own fiat? To attain my goal, I call to my aid all the acts of your divine will and surround you with them as a formidable army arrayed in battle to conquer you in love. I call on the sky with its myriads of stars and surround you with them. I call on the sun with the power of its light and heat. I call on the wind with its vehement force. I call on the sea with its roaring waves. In a word, I call on all creation. I unite myself with all the elements and, empowering them with my voice, I impress upon them my I love you to obtain from you on everyone's behalf the kingdom of your divine fiat. My tender infant Jesus, do you not see the expressions of my love that I have prepared for you upon exiting your mother's womb? I long to see you open your eyes to this world, to find yourself surrounded by the multitude of your own works, speaking with my voice as they say to you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I bless you, I thank you, and I adore you. With all of these works, I wish to impress my I love you, along with my first kiss upon your trembling infant lips, when you emerged from your heavenly mother's womb and took refuge in her arms. And in so doing, your heavenly mother presses you to her bosom, kisses you, keeps you warm, nourishes you with her milk, and wipes away your tears. In my lowliness, I too desire to place myself in your mother's arms and infuse my kiss within the kiss she offers you. I make my I love you flow within her milk in such a way that as she nourishes you with her milk, I nourish you with my love. In a word, everything our mother does for you, I also wish to do for you. Do you see, my beloved infant Jesus? I am not alone, but am accompanied by all creation, the sun to warm you, and all things you created to dry your tears. So I unite myself to you as you cry and sob because you do not feel loved. With my I love you, I love you, I sing to you a lullaby to help you sleep, and in this way persuade you, upon awakening, to hasten on earth the kingdom of your divine fiat. My tender mother, come to my assistance. Let us say together to the divine infant Jesus, make this little daughter of yours happy by granting her the sole desire and longing of her heart, namely, that your will be known and reign on earth.